I just thought I'd do a little short video because I've not been able to find much information on this particular problem. I've got a Ford Fiesta MK7. I believe this model's classed as 7.5. That just had some sort of changes, but pretty much it's the same car, just slightly different on the dash. So the problem is your main control knob for which direction the air blows out. A couple of weeks ago I went to move this and it wasn't moving fully. It's eased off now. What it was doing, gets about this point and then you try going further, it was just springing back, and even worse on this side, it would only go to about there. So something was obviously gone wrong with it. While I had it apart the other day, I just swirled it a few times and then I heard something ping and it's gone dead loose now, but it's still not actually changing the direction that the air flows. So the only research I could find on this is that there's a red and a green cable on the back of these, and I should be able to just about show you one. Yeah, so this only pulled out so far because of the resistance, mostly of the red cable that seems a bit tighter. So you just see that thick cable here. This is actually a cable that's connected to the heater box, and a bit further in is the red one. Now, from what little bit of research I could find, where these two cables connect onto the back of these, there's a little pinholes them in place, a little clip, and that can break off and then the cable falls off. But from what I can see from the top here, that doesn't actually appear to be the case. They do appear to be connected still. So I've been really struggling trying to figure out how to get this off. So what I've ended up doing is taking a little side panel down at the side of the dash here, and it is, hopefully I'll be able to show you. Can we see? Bit awkward this. Hang on. I can't see it properly on the camera yet because of that crazy angle I'm at. Whether you see it or not, right just up high on the box, you can see where the red cable connects onto. Well, turns out the red cable, I can see as I'm turning the hot and cold dial, that's actually operating that. So I'm assuming the green one must be the one that's controlling the direction of the air vent, which I'm going to have to take this side panel off and have a look whether that's maybe popped off of its connection. So, a bit of a tricky one. So I've watched a couple of videos, but there wasn't much on these actual dials or showing you actually how to get them off. So after pulling that out completely with the cables connected, you've got no chance. Maybe one of them, the red one, seems to be the tightest. If that has broken, then you might be able to pull it out a bit further. So the other thing, just for interest, while I was looking on the videos, down there and all where this cable connects on, you'll actually see a white arm and there's a little lever clips into that. That also can pop off. So if you ever find that you're stuck on either hot or cold, stick your head up there, and if that thing's just popped off, then that's just a nice simple to clip that one back on. But yeah, I'm going to take this side one off down here and see whether the green cable's popped off its mounting point down there, because from what I can see from pulling the switches out a little bit, that little clip that some people say snaps off appears to be intact on there. So it just doesn't feel like this is doing anything. So I'm hoping it's just a straightforward case of the cables popped off down here. I shall investigate and let you know. Everyone, once again, the angles are a bit crazy. I'm afraid I'm stuck right up here, so it's a bit blurred, but you can see the green cable coming down, and it is actually attached to where it's supposed to be. I can reach up and manually move this selector now. So it's got to be the top, even though it looks like it's on, it must be off that top dial. Either that or the teeth on the dial have stripped off, and maybe it's not actually turning it. So I can reach up there and manually move that now. But a bit of a nightmare job, because there's a screw on the side where you can see that white bracket on the cable. There's a screw or a hex key on there, so you're going to have to get that off both sides. I'm assuming the cable won't just slip out. I'll give it a try, but it feels like there's a little metal clip across that insulated part of the cable. So you've got to try and get that off. It's going to be a nightmare unless I can just slip it off there. There's two little pins on the side of that. You're going to have to push in and then the cable will pull out. But to actually remove the cable at the top, you're going to need to pull the whole thing up. So if you've got to try and undo them little screws on the side, that is going to be an absolute nightmare. But if need be, I'll just adjust the heater so it's sort of like blowing on the window, and you've got the option of a bit on the windscreen and a bit on your feet. So I'll have to do that. It's not so bad now, but in the winter when you really need to defrost your window, then this will be an issue. So I'll leave it at that for now. I may try and see if I can get them off, but to get them little screws out means you can, like, I'm upside down here. To try and get my hand up there now with a screwdriver would be a nightmare, and the other side ain't any better. So I did read on one comment that somebody had said this job's nigh on impossible. So yep, I can see what they mean. So if you have this issue, it's not going to be an easy fix. Right, catch you later. Right, I've decided I'm going to leave it for now. I'm not in the mood to pull any more trim off at the moment. So trying to get to either of them two clips is going to be a nightmare to undo them, to be able to pull this full system out and see exactly what's going on. I'm just wondering, if I take that out, does this little side section here come off on its own? If it does, then that would be a big help. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it. Oh, that's a possibility if I can get that off. So obviously I've already took the trim out from these centre columns. Ideally what you want for that is some of these trim tools, so you're not sticking the sharp screwdrivers in and sort of help you get the bits off without scratching them. So the first bit on this particular dash, there's a couple of videos out there you'll be able to see, but this is your passenger airbag, so that's what that cable's for. Them two little clips just slot in there and then this snaps in. So a couple of them little lever bars in the top, a couple of little ones on the side, and a bit more resistance on the middle one, and that pops off first. And that's obviously what sits round, and same again, start at the top, work your way around. The only bit I got stuck on, I got it all popped off without having popped this bit off around the gear lever, but you really do need to get that off to get the last little bit on the bottom. I was trying to do it with this in place, which I don't think it will come off. So again, just get some levers round the side and the clips will pop out. So it wasn't too bad to get off. But yeah, a bit of a pain this one. So the only thing I can say, the easy option for you, if you're in this situation and you've got a specific direction you want the air going, say in the winter you really need it on the windscreen to defrost the ice in the morning, take that little side panel off down here, that just one little screw that pops off easy, a couple of clips at the far end, and you'll be able to look up there, you can see where the cable connects onto the lever, and you can just stick your hand up there and manually move that lever so you can get the air blowing in the direction you want it to. So bit annoying because it doesn't look, from what I can see, like that cable's off, but something's obviously gone, unless it's like a little, like you see the little teeth mechanism here, so it's going to be something similar to that. So unless some couple of the teeth are stripped off or something, it's not catching the mechanism anymore. But hopefully I'll get to the bottom of it. But yeah, we'll leave it here for now. If I manage to get it out and do it, I'll do a little follow-up video to let you know the best way of going about it. But so hopefully that panel pops off. I ain't got a little torch bit with me to have a look at that at the moment because I'm at work. So, but right, To be continued.